Well, hello and a very warm welcome to all our viewers. You're watching the CricketNext YouTube channel. My name is Kanav Bali, and we are here to talk about the Border Gavaskar Trophy. The second test of the series is just around the corner. It's just two sleeps away, and then the Adelaide Test, the day and night pink ball test match, will begin. As I said, in the city of Adelaide. So there's a lot of preparations going on. There's a lot of hype that is being built, especially because India has won the first test of the series. और जब जीत से शुरुआत होती है ना, तो वो जो हाइप होती है वो डबल हो जाती है, क्योंकि यू एक्सपेक्ट योर टीम to continuously win matches. But will that happen? Is it possible? Australia in day and night test matches overall, and especially in Adelaide, they are a gun side. They are unbeatable in Adelaide when it comes to pink ball test. So this is a big challenge for the Indian team. The good thing, as I said, is that they're coming off from a brilliant and a big win against Australia in Perth. I have with me Jamie Alter and Tao Sizu, and we are going to talk about India, its preparations, and especially India's batting order. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Taus. Jamie, India's batting order now. This has been a major, you can say, talking point in the last few days. Rohit is in. Shubman Gill played brilliantly. There was a warm-up game in between. 2 दिन का मैच था, एक दिन नहीं हुआ बारिश के कारण. Second day, both the teams decided we'll play 50 overs each. Now, out of that warm-up game, what have you deciphered? KL Rahul Jaiswal opened. Is it a sign? Rohit Sharma came at number 4. That is because Virat was not playing in that warm-up game. Is it very clear that it will be Rahul Jaiswal opening and Rohit at number 5 with Gill at number 3? Or do you still believe Rohit can open in the second test?
Yeah, I think anything is possible. I think Gautam Gambhir के वापस आने से the final call, it might be leaning towards what he thinks. I mean, देखो रोहित शर्मा 4 पे आए. I think 11 गेंदें खेल के 3 पर. I don't know how much to read into it because like you said 4 पे तो विराट कोहली खेलेंगे, तो 5 पे आजकल ऋषभ पंत खेलते हैं and he's done very well. So are you looking at a situation where a guy who's opened for 5 years and who's got 900s as an opener now is told to bat at number 6? हो सके एक मैच के लिए हो, but I liked the way KL Rahul came to address the media. वो क्या बोला? मेरे को तो बोला गया लेकिन मैं आप लोग को नहीं बोल सकता, ये भी बोला गया. So it's just like, why are you keeping it so late? ना बोल दो. देखो all said and done, KL Rahul ने अपना काम किया. जब इंडिया 150 पे ऑल आउट हुई थी, he did the Chiteshwar Pujara job. He saw the ball. He was very happy to look ugly, to get beaten, but he was buying out time. और फिर बंदा, unfortunately, he got a wrong decision. Second innings में faced a lot of balls, put on the first double century stand in Australia, India के history में. So there's logic to going with him, right? बहुत लोग कहते हैं कि यार देखो, and again let's face it, Rohit Sharma had a terrible 5 home test matches. वो Matt Henry की गेंद को, he was getting beaten by the Matt Henry's pace in Bangalore, in Pune. So there is a logic कि यार अचानक गैप के बाद आके पिंक बॉल पे वो स्टार्क और कमिंस और बोलन को कैसे खेल पाएंगे? If you go purely on the per test match and the practice match, yes, it does look like Rohit Sharma will bat in the middle order. But again, are we looking at it for 4 test matches? The guy's 37, maybe not going to be a test cricketer for more than 1 more year, maybe not even beyond the WTC final. Does it make sense to all of a sudden, देखो reshuffling तो होता है बहुत, right? But you're talking about a guy whose first half of his test career was being shuffled up and down, yahan wahan. He still averaged 44 in the middle order. In the middle order, I believe he averages 42 and he averages 44 as an opener. So personally, I would like to see him go back to opening. मानता हूँ आजकल form बहुत खराब था, but this is where and Tausbai will agree with me, this is where he transformed his career from being a average Amy type player to a world beating opening batsman. So I would like to see him open, but gut feeling says nahi, is baar Rohit middle order mein aayega.
Yeah, well, fair enough. Taus, your gut feeling, as Jamie said that he would like to see him open, but even his gut feel says that Rohit will come at number 5. What's your gut feel? Rohit at number 5 with Jaiswal and Rahul opening?
Yeah, nothing different from Jamie. Again, I mean, he deserves to open, considering whatever he did in the last 9 years, and especially, I mean, I don't agree with don't agree with the fact that red ball cricket mein he's as effective as he has been in white ball cricket. He's more dominating in white ball cricket. Red ball cricket mein somewhere you see, he's not that consistent. What we expect him to be, what we expect Rohit Sharma, the opener, to be, what he is there in white ball cricket, right? तो वो कंसिस्टेंसी नहीं दिखी है, बट देन दैट्स डिफरेंट मैटर. राइट नाउ आप फॉर्म पे जाइए, बिकॉज आपका सिचुएशन इतना भी ग्रेट नहीं था. पहले टेस्ट मैच में प्रेशर सिचुएशन था, जिस तरह से आपने केएल राहुल ने जूझ के, जिस तरह से उन्होंने चैलेंज को एक्सेप्ट किया, एंड ही इज बीन मोर सक्सेसफुल इन द टॉप ऑर्डर. वो बात अलग है कि उसके बाद जो भी हुआ, उनको मिडिल में शफल किया, चेंज किया पोजीशन, उनका भी हुआ है काफी चेंजेस. अब यहाँ पे इन्होंने आज ये भी एक्सेप्ट किया फैक्ट, केएल राहुल ने, कि भाई मुझे प्रोसेस में बिलीव करता हूँ, मुझे टॉप ऑर्डर में ज्यादा रन बनाता हूँ, ज्यादा स्कोर कर लेता हूँ, और मुझे ज्यादा कंफर्टेबल दबी जबान में, if you read between the line, I'm more comfortable open the innings. And I also believe the fact he's more of a compact opener than a Rohit Sharma. Rohit Sharma is an aggressive guy, right? He's an aggressive cricketer, somebody who's a stroke maker, who loves playing shots. Defense बैटर पैड पे बीच में गैप नहीं होता, बट थोड़ा लेजी एलिगेंस की वजह से, और थोड़ा लेट भी हो जाते हैं शॉट की वजह से, और लाल बॉल में वैसा नहीं चलता है. तो बट देन दैट्स अ डिफरेंट टॉपिक. आप डीप में चले जाएंगे तो इनका समय भी नहीं है. अब करेक्ट करेंगे तो कैसे करेंगे? तो अभी जो करंट सिचुएशन जो डिमांड कर रहा है, जो आपने देखा है पर टेस्ट में कि क्या हो गया भाई, केएल राहुल ने रेस्क्यू किया, रोहित शर्मा आपके ओपनर नहीं थे, और उन्होंने ब्यूटीफुली अडेप्ट किया सिचुएशन को और चैलेंज को एक्सेप्ट किया, एंड ही इमर्ज वेल. आई मीन ही इमर्ज सक्सेसफुल इन बोथ द इनिंग्स. जो मतलब पहले इनिंग में भी जब सब स्ट्रगल किए, ये बंदा खड़ा रहा, एक रॉन्ग डिसीजन. सेकेंड इनिंग में 200 का पार्टनरशिप. आई मीन अब इससे ज्यादा सबूत क्या चाहिए कि भाई दिस गाय हैज, you know, he's taken fish to the water, like how fish takes to the water, he's taken to the Australian condition. And the best part about that, he's got his confidence back, which was looking the Perth test. Adelaide test is ping ball, it's different ball game altogether. Rohit was not looking great in that Canberra match ping ball के सामने. तो वो सब चीज कैलकुलेशन देखकर केएल राहुल ओपन करेंगे. 5 पे ऋषभ ये आ जाएंगे रोहित, 6 पे ऋषभ पंत कैन शफल ऊपर नीचे, ज्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं होता है. बट डिफरेंस कहाँ होता है कि ओपन किया और डायरेक्ट मिडिल ऑर्डर किया, या मिडिल ऑर्डर से डायरेक्ट ओपन किया. नया बॉल और पुराने बॉल में काफी डिफरेंस हो जाता है. तो आई थिंक दे शुड गो बाय द करंट सिचुएशन is what I believe, and they will go. They should go and they will go, I believe. And Gautam Gambhir is open to all the ideas, which makes him more comfortable, which makes him and puts him in a winning position. Strategically, this could be the scene, and I believe this should be the scene. Why not?
Yeah, and I believe they would have kept Gambhir on loop when they were discussing about Rohit batting at number 5 in the practice game. Gambhir must have said yes to this, even though he was not in Australia at that time. He was in India due to personal reasons, but there would have been hopefully a telephonic conversation between the team and the coach. But Jimmy, you said that you personally would love to see Rohit at open. So then Rahul at 3 and Gill at 5. This is what you ideally think should happen.
No. Gill has been India's number 3 for the last 18 months. He had one job. He had to come and score a 50 against Australia's PM11. He did that. For me, it's locked. If you're scoring 50 and you're facing 65 balls, you're good enough to play a test match. Gill ko abhi mat hatao. There's no point. The guy's 23, 24, 25. Usko shuffle mat karo. Ab un purane chawal agar shuffle karna hai. I'm against a shuffle. But if you have to shuffle, you now shuffle the purana chawal, right? Rohit Sharma spent 4 or 5 years batting in the middle order. He's got 300. He's got 9 as an opener. I still think it's the wrong decision. But if India get off to a good start, you have an old ball. Who would you want walking out at number 5 with tired Australian bowlers? I would still say I'll take Rohit Sharma. Khel chuke hain wahan pe. He's got a lot to prove. Has a very poor record in Australia. Needs some big runs. I would see him. Do not touch Shubman Gill. अभी तो आया है, उंगली टूटा है, उसको बोलोगे 5 पे खेलो, आज तक 5 पे उसने बैटिंग कभी की नहीं, राइट? रोहित शर्मा ने काफी साल तक किया है वहां पे. सो बिटवीन द टू, डोंट टच इट. एंड लाइक Kausbhai said, I mean, KL Rahul all said and done, he did the job. So number 5 for Rohit Sharma then.
Yeah, and this was supposed to be my next question, Taus, that number 5, does it suit Rohit Sharma's game? As Jamie said that जब बॉल पुरानी हो जाएगी, who would you want in the middle? It's Rohit Sharma against a tired bowlers. He can whack the ball out of the ground. He can play his sort of intent wali cricket in test match too. He can play his shots. pink ball with the lacquer, with that shine early on, new ball will swing a lot. That is a cause of concern for Rohit Sharma. We have seen swing के खिलाफ वो कैसे हो जाते हैं. Do you think it will actually be a blessing in disguise for someone like Rohit Sharma to come at number 5 against an old pink ball, that is अगर जो टॉप 4 है वो बॉल को पुरानी कर दे तो.
यार द बेस्ट पार्ट रोहित शर्मा का रहा है वो द सो मेनी इयर्स कि वो टीम ने जहां बोला उनको बिठा दो तो बैठ गए. इट्स लाइक ही इज नॉट बीन एडमेंट व्हिच इज सो गुड, व्हिच इज सो गुड. आई मीन मिडिल ऑर्डर थे ओवर द इयर्स, ही इज बेटर इन द मिडिल ऑर्डर. तो 2013 में शिफ्ट हुआ कि यार ओपन कर लो, you have the time, you get the time, you have all the time in the world to play those shots. You are an aggressive opener, you can attack ball, you're a stroke maker. सब स्किल्स है उस बंदे के पास. और स्ट्रोक ओपन इसलिए भी करा है क्योंकि आपको वो स्टार्ट देता था. वीरू रिटायर हो गए थे तो वो स्टार्ट देने के लिए वो आपको सी मिडिल ऑर्डर बैट्समैन तो थे ही बहुत सारे वो द टाइम, युवराज ये वो सब रहे. रोहित शर्मा को अकोमोडेट कहाँ करे, इसलिए इतना शफल होता रहा कि यार ये बंदे का इतना टैलेंट है, मैसिवली इतना मैसिव टैलेंट है, नेचुरल गॉड गिफ्टेड है कि इसको खिलाना कहाँ चाहिए. तो फाइनली वो 2013 में पता चला धोनी को कि यार दिस गाय कैन बी यूटिलाइज्ड अप द ऑर्डर. ठीक है, तो वो किया और सक्सेस उनको मिलता चला गया. अगर वो नहीं मिलता तो वो 3-4 डबल 100 जो मारे थे वो नहीं आते, वो नीचे रह जाते यार. नीचे मिडिल ऑर्डर में भी उतना ही कन्विंसिंग होते, उतना ही इम्पैक्टफुल होते. बट जो लॉन्गर इनिंग्स है, जो बड़े शॉट्स है, जो 5 सेंचुरीज उन्होंने वर्ल्ड कप में मारी थी व्हाइट बॉल में, या टेस्ट सेंचुरीज मारी उन्होंने रेड बॉल में 9 सेंचुरीज, तो वो सब नहीं आते. और उससे माइनस टीम को बहुत हो जाता, बहुत फर्क पड़ जाता टीम को. मतलब जो डोमिनेट किया है वो द ईयर्स टीम इंडिया ने बहुत जबरदस्त किया है. रोहित शर्मा के अंडर भी, विराट के अंडर भी, धोनी के जब खेलते रहे तब भी. तो रोहित का इम्पैक्ट बहुत रहा है ये साल में. तो आई थिंक रोहित इज समबडी हु कैन एडजस्ट टू एनी सिचुएशन, एनी, and the best part is he's open to the challenges. He's fine. नंबर ओपन करो, बीच नंबर 1 करो, बीच तैयार हूं मैं. दूसरा नंबर करो, तैयार हूं मैं. 3 पे भी बोलोगे तो वो कर लेगा, 4 पे भी बोलोगे तो विराट है मगर कर लेगा, 5 बोलोगे तो वो भी कर लेगा. So that is the beauty of रोहित, and which I agree. Like वर्ल्ड कप में भी उन्होंने सैक्रिफाइस किया, बोला मैं 100 नहीं मारूंगा, मैं नहीं तो he could have gone and score runs यार. वो चाहते 2023 वर्ल्ड कप में रन्स मारते, बोलता मैं सिर्फ बड़ा नॉक्स खेलूंगा, मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ा. बट देन ही चोज टू गो व्हाट द टीम डिमांडेड. तो रन्स अग्रेसिव क्रिकेट खेले, बताए वाइट बॉल में आपको स्टार्ट दिए उन्होंने. और विराट कोहली वो प्लेटफॉर्म पे जबरदस्त तरीके से उसको आगे लेके चले गए. यहाँ पर डिमांड है टीम की कि यार केएल राहुल को ओपन करना चाहिए. He did well in Perth. He answered his critics. He bounced back well, and he's looking confident. That is the beauty. Ki KL Rahul has bounced back, and he's a classier batsman. I mean, he's one of the classiest batsmen, which we have been wanting to see over so many years. Like recent form, कहाँ रहा है उनका? KL Rahul has been like very bad in form, confidence ये वो. अब इसके बाद आने के बाद जब तुम्हारा confidence आ गया है बंदे का, तो आप उसको ड्रॉप कर दोगे नीचे तो उसका confidence चले जाएगा. KL Rahul का, especially somebody who's gone through a lot of things right in the head. Rohit is flexible. जैसे वो बैटिंग में है, जैसे उनकी बॉडी लैंग्वेज है, जैसे वो, तो वैसे ही वो अडेप्ट भी कर लेंगे. एंड आई थिंक इट्स फाइन. आई मीन जितना बॉल ओल्ड भी होगा, ही कैन टेक ऑन दी अटैक. अगर ये बंदे शुरुआत अच्छी दिए तो आपको ये कैपिटलाइज करने के लिए, बंदा छक्के मारने के लिए, बाउंड्रीज करने के लिए, स्पिनर्स को टैकल करने के लिए ये है नीचे. तो ऑल्सो दीज गाइज, the openers will be more relieved, will be in a happier situation. They can play more freely, although they have to be cautious when it comes to pink ball test. Fresh wicket रहेगी, पहला बॉल नया अगर आप टॉस जीते तो मूवमेंट तो रहेगा. ट्वाइलाइट में होता है मैच तो थोड़ा कॉशियस रहेगा. बट देन धीरे धीरे रोहित शर्मा एंड विराट कैन टेक ओवर फ्रॉम हियर. ऐसा नहीं कि ध्रुव जुरेल बल्लेबाजी कर रहा है, ध्रुव जुरेल का इनएक्सपीरियंस था, ठीक है. दैट्स व्हाई he could manage whatever he could in Perth. यहाँ पर इतने सालों का एक्सपीरियंस, फिर उसके ऊपर आपको प्रूव भी करना है, ठीक है. आई थिंक ही कैन डू इट.
If I'm an opener, I'll be more relaxed that a player like Rohit Sharma is coming at number 5 over Dhruv Jurel. Nothing Dhruv Jurel has done wrong, but more experience, whatever you are saying is absolutely right, and that might also help. But you talked about the ODI World Cup. You talked about him taking on that responsibility of I'll play, the selfless kind of knock. I'll score quickly, and instead of batting long. But in Test cricket, it demands that you need to bat long. You need to play out overs. Score as many runs as you can in those overs. But Jamie, we have a comment here. Ujjwal Moore is asking, has Rohit lost his ability to bat big? Do you think रोहित की टेस्ट क्रिकेट में रेड बॉल से वो एबिलिटी अब डिटीरिएट हो गई है पिछले सालों के कंपैरिजन में टू बैट बिग एंड मेक अ डैडी 100 और अ डबल 100 और लेट्स से 140 130?
No, I mean he's not a batsman who's got double hundreds in Test cricket. So that's the difference that Tosbai was talking about. वो धोनी ने बिल्कुल सही किया, but he's never been a yes. He's got a couple 160s and they've been brilliant ones, but he's not known to be big. And let's not forget, 7 months ago he got 200s against England in a series where one of the in fact the year's second upset. The first upset was West Indies beating Australia in Brisbane, and the second upset was England beating India in like 4 days. So he was jolted, but he got 200. So अगर आप 7 महीने पहले आप 200 गेंद 250 गेंद खेल पा रहे थे तो इतनी बड़ी बात नहीं है. The point is average Indian fans memory is not that good, right? Bangalore, it was a unnatural wicket, right? He got out very quickly there, right? New Zealand. Usse pehle the Kanpur test match was over in 2 days. And that day when he came out to bat, he hit the first 2 balls for sixes. So yes, the runs have dried up. And like I mentioned, there's obvious the timing. Look, he's 37 going on 38, right? So there are reflex problems. But it's not a crisis like Ujjwal mentioned. He's forgotten how to bat. Had he not batted 250 balls for 2 years, I would have said yes. But literally 7 months ago, 6 months ago, 7 months ago, he got 200s where he batted time. So yes, he's not in ideal form. But if you look beyond the failures, you will see a pattern where of the 5 test matches, 2 of them he had. One was an unnatural wicket where nobody clicked. I mean, India were bowled out for 46. You're not going to single out Rohit Sharma there. And then in that Bangladesh match, what, 2.5 days gone to rain? Who started the revolution? This man, Rohit Sharma. Baki, he struggled in Pune. He struggled in दूसरा match कहाँ पे था? Wankhede. So I don't think. Again, that said, I don't think he's going to face 200 balls in Adelaide. But if things go well in Melbourne and in Sydney, you might see a Rohit Sharma 100. So I'm not going to write him off right now.
Yeah, and this player like Rohit Sharma, you can't write him off easily. We'll come to the Indian batting, the rest of the talking points that we have. But before that, a latest report has come in about players and their open net sessions. We have been hearing a lot, we have been reading a lot. I'll give you the basic summary of what has happened. In Australia, there's a culture of open net sessions where the teams practices, but there's a crowd watching the net practice. It's not behind the doors. There's a crowd who's present, obviously behind a barricade, behind some security, and from a distance, they are watching their favorite players bat. When Australian team in Adelaide came to practice, there were about 70, 80 or 100 odd people maximum. When Indian team came to practice, there were about 3,000 people. Now, this is what the report has mentioned. Around 3,000 people present to watch the Indian team practice, the Virat Kohlis, Rohit Sharmas, Bumrahs, all these big players. And then there was some heckling involved. There was some, even in fact, body shaming involved of all the players. There were people who went live on their social media and they were shouting at the players to look at their cameras, say hi in different languages. They were all over the place. And Indian team has now went to Cricket Australia and they have told them that we will not do open net sessions now. We will practice behind closed doors. We are not comfortable with this. And I'll let you know, before the series, Cricket Australia and BCCI sat together and Cricket Australia somehow convinced BCCI for open net sessions. India is not a fan of this, but they somehow convinced BCCI. But after this incident of the Indian fans, apparently the Indian people who live there are the South Asian, not just Indian, the South Asian community that lives there, all the Indian team fans. They went there, they did all these sort of rubbish things, and now the Indian team has come out and said that we will not do open net sessions. They are distracting our player and they are being rude. Jamie, your thoughts on this? I'd like to hear both of you. Jamie, I'll start with you. Your thoughts on people doing what they did in Adelaide to our players?
I mean, I'm assuming if they're all Indians, they're coming from a country where road पे जब JCB चलता है 3,000 लोग तो वहीं रुक जाते हैं देखने, right? यहाँ you're talking about the Indian team. So it's, if reports are true and they were heckling and body shaming, देखो आजकल तो फोन का जमाना है. I think it's shameful. ये लोग, I don't know how many of them are there on tourist visas, how many are there on working visas, how many are traveling fans. But if they've done this, it's a shame on every Indian. और टीम को छोड़ो, they have, इन्होंने देश को बदनाम किया है, right? आप लोग ये तो नहीं सुनते हो कि ब्रिटिश ये जो बार्मी आर्मी फैंस, बार्मी आर्मी इज द मोस्ट द लार्जेस्ट एंड द ओल्डेस्ट ट्रैवलिंग टीम, राइट? भारत आर्मी तो अभी 20 साल, शायद 20 साल भी नहीं हुए इनको. Barmy army has been doing this. Have you ever heard of the Barmy army who often drink openly? Have they ever gone and done this? No. They're mad people, some of them, but they keep respect. और ये पहली बार नहीं है. वो न्यूजीलैंड टूर याद है मुझे 10-12 साल पहले प्रवीण कुमार को लोग कह रहे थे, प्रवीण कुमार ने गाली दिया. रोहित शर्मा बैटिंग कर रहे थे, उनके बिल्कुल पीछे लाइक 3 feet away, they were telling, "Hey Rohit, पंजाबी में बात कर." So heckling is part and parcel, but if the reports are to be believed, and I've seen some clips, this is shameful for every Indian, चाहे आप कहां भी हो, कि आपके देशवासी ओवरसीज जाके आपके देश के नाम पे कलंक बन चुके हैं. And I'm all for this. Yes, at times we get all critical, okay, why have they put up black things? But it's only Indian fans who want to break the barriers, break the rules, climb the trees just to get a picture of Virat Kohli. So if this is true, I'm all for it. Block these utter idiots.
Yeah, and that is, I think, not just you, yeah, all the fans on social media, the majority of the fans, they are unhappy with what is being done in Australia, what the people are doing. Taus, I'd like to bring you in here, your thoughts on this, whatever is happening in Adelaide right now.
See, over the time, this is nothing new कि फैंस को मौका मिला है आने के लिए. 3,000-4,000 पब्लिक है तो फैंस आते ही रहते हैं. बहुत पहले टायर 2 सिटीज में मैचेस होते थे, इंदौर या बाकी सब जगह. जेमी भाई, देयर हैव बीन फैंस ड्यूरिंग द प्री मैच प्रीव्यू डे के टाइम या मैच के एक दिन पहले स्टैंड में जाके फैंस बहुत सारे आए हैं. यू हैव सीन ओवर द इयर्स वानखेड़े भी आके बैठे हैं, बट दे हैव नॉट बीन रूड, यू नो. सी, आपको जब लिबर्टी मिलती है कि यार आपको प्रैक्टिस देखने मिलती है, शांति से चुपचाप काम करके देख के चले जाओ. नहीं तो फायदा क्या? आई मीन यू कीप ऑन हार्परिंग कि यार कम ऑन इंडिया, ये वो पेट्रियोटिज्म सब 10 चीज बोलते हैं, बट देन जब टीम की बात आती है, जब वहां पर आपकी टीम जो जिसको सपोर्ट चाहिए, जिसको रिस्पेक्ट चाहिए, आप वहां जिनके जो प्लेयर्स आपको रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं, आप उनको हैकल कर रहे हो, बॉडी शेम कर रहे हो. इट्स पथेटिक. मतलब आप सिर्फ इनका मोरल डाउन हो जाएगा कंप्लीटली. मैच के 2 दिन पहले आप ये सब हरकतें करोगे और मैच एक्सपेक्ट करोगे कि यार वो जीत के आएंगे और वो वही परफॉर्मेंस, आपको वही एटीट्यूड दिखाएंगे कि यार फ्रेंडली है, वो तो फिर चलेगा नहीं ना. आपके 3,000 लोगों की वजह से बाकी लोगों को जज करेंगे यार. सारे इंडियन फैंस ऐसे हैं जो ऑस्ट्रेलिया में ऐसे रहते, विच इज सो शेमफुल, विच इज डिस्गस्टिंग. कितना इरिटेशन होता होगा, क्योंकि क्रिकेट प्रैक्टिस, आई मीन मैच में ठीक है, समझ में आता है मैच में कि भाई पब्लिक रहती है, आपको चिल्लम चिल्ली रहती है. आई मीन दे कीप शाउटिंग, दे कीप एंजॉयिंग, देयर इज एन एटमॉस्फेयर. प्रैक्टिस में यू नीड फोकस. प्रैक्टिस में यू हैव टू बी रियली फोकस्ड. यू हैव टू, यू नो, एक एक चीज, क्योंकि वहां से बॉल थ्रो डाउन स्पेशलिस्ट रहता है बंदा, कुछ और कोई करता रहता है, अपना अपना काम रहता है. वहां पर सिर्फ 2 बैट्समैन रहते हैं या तो 11 फील्डर्स रहते हैं और बहुत बड़ा स्पेस रहता है कि भाई आपको. बट दिस इज समथिंग लाइक अटर डिस्गस्टिंग, और मुझे लगता नहीं कि ऐसा बिहेव करना चाहिए. आप देश का नाम तो खराब ही कर रहे हो, प्लेयर्स का मोरल भी डाउन कर रहे हो, और अगली बार से अपनी एंट्री भी बंद करवा दोगे. तो आपके खुद के पैर पे कुल्हाड़ी मारी ये सब करके. सो दिस इज सो अनफॉर्चुनेट, इट शुडंट हैपन. आई मीन इससे नाम खराब ही होता है और कुछ नहीं होता. और आप क्या प्रूव करना चाहते हो अपने आप को, मुझे पता नहीं.
बंद करवा दी. Indian team has come out and said we don't want open net session. Sorry, you can't come to our net session and watch us play. And I believe you don't call yourself a cricket fan if you are doing this. If you are going there and heckling and disturbing our players when they are practicing for a big game, every game is a big game in Border Gavaskar Trophy. And above all, you are body shaming players. They are international stars. Be in that position. If you think it's that easy, cross that boundary, be in a net, be an international player, represent India out of billion people, and then you'll know how easy it is. It's easy to body shame people from a distance when you know they can do nothing. All they can do is ask for some space, which they have already done. So it's not, don't call yourself a cricket fan. All the people who did that, you can see the number, and this is not even 1/4 of the people that were present there. And I'm not saying all of them, obviously, but those who did that, Facebook Live, say hi to my camera. They're not there to say hi to your camera. Sorry, they're there to play some cricket. You can do all this camera stuff for yourself. The players are not there for you. They are here to represent your nation apparently, India, whom you are letting down. But this is just sad, what has happened in India. But let's move to the cricketing bit of it. This is, I don't want to give too much focus to these people. They don't deserve this. But let's talk about the Indian batting lineup, Jamie. Red ball and pink ball, as we all know, that is not just the color, but the characteristics are also completely different. India has played quite a few pink ball games. Virat Kohli was the first one to score a test century in a pink ball game against Bangladesh at the Eden Gardens in 2019, long way back. But who do you think, skill wise, not form wise, skill wise, is a better equipped bowler to play pink ball? Pink ball swings a lot. That lacquer helps the ball to swing both ways, especially in the first 10 to 15 to 20 overs at least. So, who do you think is the most equipped Indian batter in the top six to handle that pink ball well?
Yashasvi Jaiswal, I would say purely because of the way he batted, but again, he's not. I domestic में नहीं, domestic में भी he's not played pink ball. ये शायद इनका पहला pink ball है. But again, he's a kid who, like we've discussed before, he keeps on finding ways to prove you wrong. केएल राहुल एक्सपीरियंस के तौर पे उन्होंने भी कितने पिंक बॉल टेस्ट मैच खेले? एक, आई थिंक कुल मिला के तो इंडिया ने 4 खेले हैं, शायद राहुल ने उनमें से 2, आई डोंट नो, बट आई डोंट थिंक he's played all 4. He didn't play in Adelaide. I don't think he played the Bangladesh match. He may have played the Sri Lanka match. और चौथा क्या था? चौथा मैच तो अहमदाबाद में he was not there. That match was over in 2 days. I think Akshay Patel took some 300 wickets in 1 day. So the experience is less. I would say you have to look at Virat Kohli because he's featured. He's featured in all 4 pink ball matches. He's got runs. He looked very good under lights in Adelaide 3 years ago until Rahane sold him down the river. And just because he's got over 9,000 runs and he just got his 30th 100, I would say Jaiswal and then Virat Kohli. Plus Virat Kohli has the cushion of batting at number 4, right? So if India has a good start, if the top 3 bat out 25, 30, 20 over, Virat Kohli, just like he did in Perth, he'll be in a much better mind space to walk out and bat freely. So yeah, I would say on current form, Jaiswal. On experience, and that's a hell lot of experience, Virat Kohli.
Yeah, I'm talking about Jaiswal, how fun it is that there's a 22-year-old guy at an opening position, and there's a debate between 2 experienced players fighting for the other spot. No one is even talking about Jaiswal. He's so good that 2 10+ years of experience player, Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul, they are fighting. Open kaun karega, and Jaiswal is just standing there waiting to see who is his partner. That is the class of Jaiswal, that he has the legacy of the small a legacy that he has built in the last 2 years, that I am a gun batting opener. There's not even a single debate about my position. There should not be. But Taus, we were talking about the most equipped player. According to you, Jamie said Jaiswal and Virat Kohli, as you can see the man on your screen, are the best equipped players to play pink ball. Do you agree, or do you have any other name in mind?
No, absolutely agree with Jamie. Jaiswal, no doubt. I mean, he keeps proving everybody wrong all the time. The way he bats out. I mean, Bangladesh के सामने we were saying कि यार fast bowlers का out हो गया जिस तरीके से, the way he got out to them, and then he will be finding it difficult in Australia. But then the way he bounced back in the second innings, first innings में doubts creeped in, but then you saw what he did. Step out करके मार रहा था यार, वो मिचेल स्टार्क को बोल रहा था स्लो डाल, इतना स्लो डाल. I mean, see, you need that kind of confidence. He's built differently. Mentally he's so strong, and I think that has rubbed off KL Rahul. उनके साथ बैटिंग करके मुझे लगता है थोड़ा बहुत कॉन्फिडेंस आया होगा कि जिस तरह से यार बंदा ये एज पे एट अ वेरी यंग एज ही इज डोमिनेटिंग ऑस्ट्रेलियन फास्ट बॉलर्स इन देयर ओन कंडीशंस. फर्क पड़ता है उससे. इट हैपेंस, आई मीन इट रब्स ऑफ. इट्स एन इफेक्ट. और मुझे लगता है कि केएल राहुल कुड बी द फैक्टर अगेन, एंड ही विल बी मोर हंग्रियर. यार 3 फिगर मार्क नहीं मिला उनको दोनों इनिंग्स में. एटलीस्ट फर्स्ट इनिंग में तो 50 नहीं मिला, सेकंड इनिंग में 3 फिगर मार्क नहीं पहुंच पाए. So he would be keen on, and the way the bat is coming from his, from that arc, I think KL Rahul is also equipped. So I would add this guy at number 3, and Shubman Gill, I'm a bit skeptical. Number 3 is too strong for. I think he's suited for number 4 and 5. But number 3 इतना किया है, अब करने दो आगे, क्योंकि बॉल बहुत स्विंग होता है. उनका भी थोड़ा रोहित शर्मा जैसा थोड़ा लेट आता है बैट. So you need to be like on the toes, on the ball, and the eyes have to be really, really sharp to negate that swing, and especially in the twilight. So for me, it's three guys. Otherwise, it's doomsday if they don't perform.
I'm actually surprised that nobody said Rishabh Pant, because I don't think ball matters to him. He's a good player. He can actually whack the ball out of the ground, be it a red ball.
ऋषभ पंत obvious है ना यार, वो तो चाहे पिंक बॉल हो या रेड बॉल हो तो उसमें बोलने की बात ही नहीं है.
क्या
नो
given
नीड टू मेंशन, नो नीड टू मेंशन. आप बॉल को कल ग्रीन कर दो, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, वो मारेगा.
और रवि शास्त्री सेड ना, पिच को निकालो, पिच गया भाड़ में. दैट इज विद ऋषभ पंत. बॉल को निकालो, बॉल गया भाड़ में. ही वोंट केयर if it's a pink ball, it's a red ball, it's as long as it stands, it's he lands it in the stands. I don't think nobody cares. We all as fans love it. But what an amazing discussion this was. Yeah, I mean, India's batting order, this has been the talk of the town, and it will be. The match is day after tomorrow. Kal bhi hoga. Kal we'll obviously come with a special preview, not just the batting. We'll talk about the bowling as well, the all-rounder spot, अश्विन, वॉशिंगटन सुंदर. बहुत कुछ है बात करने को और करेंगे. सब आज नहीं कर सकते, कल प्रीव्यू होगा, अच्छे से बात करेंगे. बट आई थिंक वी हैव सॉर्टेड द बैटिंग ऑर्डर. We have discussed in detail who should open, who should come at number 5. We have talked about the horrible incident or whatever the Indian fans did. I would love if you, if there are some sane cricket fans, which I know there are, what's your take on this? And obviously the Indian batting order, do write to us in the comment section down below. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Thank you so much, Jamie. Thank you so much, Taus, for connecting with us and giving your honest and proper unfiltered take on everything Indian batting order and that incident. I'll see you tomorrow with a special preview of the India versus Australia second match of the Border Gavaskar Trophy in the city of Adelaide. Until then, do take care of yourself and have a nice day.